paper. Make it look like you know what you're doing. Alright, good morning. We're near Holbrook, Arizona. We're getting ready to go deliver our load. We're going to Delcon, Arizona, which is in the, I don't know how to say it right, Hopi, H-O-P-I, Indian Reservation, north of I-40. We're about 45 minutes away. So we're gonna head on up there. We're coming into the little town of Delcon. Delcon, Arizona. For some kind of new construction or something. There it is. There's the big building. Boy, that's a bigger job site than I thought it was going to be. That's a pretty big place. Must be some kind of like hospital or something. Try calling this guy and see where he's at. here to the Salt River Canyon. You can see this is a brake check area. So we got 5 miles down to the bottom of the canyon to the Salt River Canyon. We'll walk over here to this sign real quick. But I think this river runs into the Grand Canyon, I believe. I think so. That's Highway 77 right there. So we're still on 77. But there's the old truck right there. We'll go back here and just double check the Dorsey trailer out. Video sponsored by Dorsey. We walk a little faster here, speed things up. Bailey's up there in the window checking things out. So we're going over to Morenci, pick up a load, take it to St. Louis. Everything looks good here. Everything looks good here. I leave the axle down. We're gonna go around some hairpin turns, and sometimes it's easier to drop the air out of that and get around the turns with that axle down. So that's why we'll leave the axle down. But here, looks good right there. Everything looks good. So, all right. We'll get going. We'll get down towards the bottom of the canyon. Turn the camera on. And then I'll tell you about a little story I have of Salt River Canyon. It's a little sad, but it happened back in the early 90s. I had just started driving. So anyway, all right, talk to you in a bit. All right, we're getting almost to the bottom of the canyon here. Going up the other side's a lot more twisty and turny than this side here. And if you look straight ahead, that's where we're going up, is that side right there. Not too sure how well that'll show up on the camera, but it's pretty up here. It's real nice. We got a couple more turns here, and then we got a straight section for a little while. I'll tell you about my story real quick. Section here, somewhat straight. So back in the early 90s, I started driving in the early 90s, 91, 92. I'd only been driving about a year, and the moving company that I was driving for, they were an agent for Beacon's Van Lines, and it was in the winter time. A Beacon's truck was heading north. He had loaded in Arizona and he was trying to get to Colorado. He had military families on. He had 2 military families. And unfortunately, he had crashed coming down through the Salt River Canyon. Well, Beacons had contacted my company and we had to go pick up the salvage. So a salvage company had already removed all the items from the floor of the canyon. And with the military household goods, you got to remove, even how tore up it is or whatever, you still have to recover it and bring it back. And anyway, the driver died, and but I went and picked the stuff up. The stuff was at a salvage yard in Globe, and then I had to finish driving it up to Colorado, and I came up through this Salt River Canyon in the winter in the snow in a truck I used to call the Dinosaur. It was an old International 13-speed, and it had the old air wipers. That's how old it was. So anyway, here's the bottom. So this is the bottom of that's the Salt River right there, and we're getting ready to go up the other side. So I picked the stuff up in Globe, took it back up to Colorado, went to an agent up in Colorado, and we had to sort out everything. You know, we inventory everything on the military goods, put a little sticker on it and everything, and so we had to sort it out as best as we could. And then the owners of the goods, they came in and, you know, they kind of rummaged through what they wanted and stuff like that. But that's kind of a sad story, but it was quite a learning experience for me, considering I had not driven that long, and I was in a truck, an old Dinosaur. We used to call it the Dinosaur, and in the snow going up and down this canyon right through here. Now this side's a lot more curvier than the other side. Now, I did have a house goods. That was never really heavy. I've never come through here like at 80,000 pounds. It would be quite a bear to come through here like that. Matter of fact, the last time I was on this stretch of road right here was the final trip I made in this truck before I parked it, and I went and bought the 2013 truck. So that was 3, maybe 4 years ago. Alright, we're coming to a passing lane. I'm going to be a nice guy. I'm going to back out of it a little bit. Going up the passing lane. I'm going to let there's about 3 or 4 cars behind me. If they'll pass me, they can go around. But I'll ease up out of it a little bit. Let them go around me. They go around me. I didn't expect to take my hood off though. The car cut me off a little bit. Oh, here we go. Here's an RV. Guy pulling a travel trailer. There he goes. Now I'm going to ease out of it because he's going to take up this whole turn when he goes around here. I'm doing 30, 35. That's the speed limit. Yeah, but that driver gone over the edge, as you can see. Alright, that's about the worst of it right there. So, that's the Salt River Canyon. Talk to you in a bit. Alright, it is Tuesday. Is that right? Yeah, it's Tuesday. We've had a pretty good week so far. I need to end today's video. We delivered up in the Indian Reservation yesterday. We loaded today, and we're going over to St. Louis. Let's go outside real quick. I'll show you what we loaded and my ugly tarp job, and then I'll put a video together. Bailey's doing good. It's the end of the day. We're sitting over here in the Albuquerque, Alamogordo. We're in Alamogordo. Alright, it's a little noisy out here, but we'll take a look. Oh, I left the lights on for you guys on the Dorsey trailer. Today's video sponsored by Dorsey Trailer. So this is my ugly tarp job, and it was blowing pretty good in the back here, so I might have to do something. I might get like a 2-inch strap and run across the back there. But yeah, it got pretty ugly. Truck's doing good. Trailer's doing good. Everything looks good. We're taking this to St. Louis, and we're going to deliver this on Friday afternoon. So I'm hoping to get this delivered in time to get a weekend load. So that's what I'm hoping for. We're going to call it quits for today. Look at little Bailey up there. We're going to call it quits for today, and we're going to hit it again tomorrow. So talk to you later, and thanks for watching.